Hi, I'm Laura from Fishbowl.com, the business reality website, and today BBC4 have started a discussion about the high street, asking will it survive. So I went into Nottingham and asked some local retailers, and this is what they think. Hi George.
Hiya.
What do you remember about your high street when you were growing up?
What time I about growing up? It was a long time ago. But we all used to go shopping, on a Saturday. And I don't know if this happens anymore. Maybe things have changed. But it was more like a family outing. I'm dead boring, so we always used to go shopping on a Saturday morning. Obviously, I play football in the morning, and then all go shopping for lunch, and it was just different. I grew up in a little village, so the nearest town was a wee while away. And it was a bit more of a family outing, but I do remember it always being very busy. I mean, even when I lived abroad for a while, and when I first came back, which was like 10 years ago, I remember working in retail, and it was always really busy outside, and we've kind of lost that. It's certainly a lot quieter than it was 10 years ago.
Do you think Nottingham's lost that element of small shop kind of independence?
I think most cities have. The big retailers come in and they take up all the business. There's big corporations opening up all over the place. Lots of these big companies. It's all about turnover for them. It's all about selling cheap products, but selling a lot of them. So that kind of pushes independent people out, makes it more difficult. I think more should be done for independent people, but sadly big corporations, they pay the most amount of money, don't they?
If you could give us 3 lessons to pass on right now to any aspiring new retailer, what would they be?
Just be different, be exciting, do something that the big retailers can't do. And as a small independent retailer, you can make decisions quicker. You can work on customer care. These are things that big corporations, they can't do because they're so big. To make a decision has to go through a boardroom, and you don't have to do that as an independent, aspiring retailer. Be different. Make people want to come to you because you're the brand. Be exciting. My final piece of advice would be in a fishbowl. I mean, in a fishbowl is great for new independent retailers. Getting advice, getting free advice, getting business help, and also getting exposure out there is just perfect for you.
Right, great. Thanks, George.
Okay, bye.
Hi there, I'm Alex Pashley, I'm 20 and I work for a store called Colin Manson. We have a store in Nottingham and Sheffield and we are very much an independent boutique.
Do you think the British High Street is worth saving?
Absolutely, I think there's a great danger that it could go to being completely, homogenous, and I think very much you have in different towns, they've got their own sort of appeals, but if they all get taken over by, stores like Primark and All Saints, for example, the local area and community very much loses its raw appeal, I think. And absolutely, we should save it.
Do you remember about when you were growing up from high streets? Do you think it's changed?
Yeah, I just remember it being a lot more traditional. You talk about going to the butcher and you sort of knew the names. I think probably more my parents did. You definitely knew the names of the people that worked in the stores. And it's very much this actual relationship between consumer and shop owner, whereas nowadays there really isn't that. It's a lot more faceless, and I believe... as a consumer you're a lot more of a commodity, whereas in the past you sort of try and regain sales and you build up this more of a personal relationship. I think that definitely is going. What
would be a lesson you would tell to aspiring new retailers, with any advice?
Well, I think one thing is very much based on how the council views sort of the independent sector, if you want to call it like that. They could use things like, tax breaks and lower rents to draw people into it. The main thing is I wouldn't let people be put off by it. I think there is definitely demand for independent stuff, locally sourced, one that's got a lot more appeal to it. I guess you just got to believe in yourself and just have a very secure business plan, and from that you can always work on and establish a good store, I think. So.
Okay, well thank you for all your comments.
Sure, thanks a lot.
See you. This is the FH Mall. There's a couple of small retailers in here. I'm just going to go into Atomic and see if they'll give us a quick interview. With Helen Austin from Atomic, and she's just going to answer a few questions to me. Do you think, the British High Street is worth saving?
Yes, I do.
In Nottingham?
Yes.
What do you remember about the High Street when you were growing up? Do you think it's changed?
Less multiples, more interesting, a lot more individual shops. generally a more exciting place to go than it is today.
Yeah.
We didn't have the situation where you go to every town and all the shops are the same.
Yeah, do you think Nottingham's kind of lost its character a bit over the years?
Definitely, yes. I don't think the shopping centres help, but if we're going to keep shopping centres, we need to encourage the independent retailers.
What 3 lessons would you pass on to any aspiring new retailer?
Set your stall out to be different. Maintain the important things, which are good quality, good price, good service, and generally keep on top of your business and always look for ways to improve it going forward.
Yep, that's great advice. Thanks, Helen.